in an activity in camp or out on a trip, made new friends or strengthened old friendships. Or how about this? Maybe you learned that you can take care of yourself fairly well, and you became more independent. Additionally, you may have learned how to get along with other boys, to respect and be kind to others, work as a team, to cooperate, be responsible. So much to learn, so much fun to have. I know you're going to come away from the summer thankful for the opportunity to have come to Keewaydin. What a camp!
What a camp.
Setting. What a view. I also hope, though, that you come away this summer appreciating the staff that are here to make sure that you have a fun, instructive, and safe summer. They've been your teachers, caregivers, and role models. Perhaps you've grown to admire them, become friends with them, and in one simple and subtle way, perhaps you've learned from all your staff that there are many ways to be a man. The definition of a man is actually broad, complex, and dynamic, not narrow and simplistic and static. And thus you can feel confident and comfortable developing the man that you want to be, having seen the great variety of manhood represented by your staffmen here at camp. And safe with the knowledge that a man can be many different things, not just the stereotypical version we've been fed by popular culture. And this perhaps is one of the most important aspects, I think, of Keewaydin Magic, because it's done so quietly, yet so deeply. It's right before your very eyes and is influencing you at every moment. Yet you don't realize that it's happening, that you're absorbing and processing it, reflecting on and using it. Your staffmen, all the staff, young and old, are positive and diverse models of what it means to be a man. They have shown you in your tent, getting ready for inspection, getting ready for taps. They've shown you in daily activities and free time out on trips that a man can be passionate, kind, creative, understanding, nurturing, and so much more, in addition to being strong and athletic and smart. Your staff are showing you this through their strength of character. We've got so many wonderfully great examples of strong characters on our staff. They understand that they have to do their best to be an example to you. To quote a song, they are boys who now are men, here to dream your dreams with you, here to smile again. When I was 15 years old and in Moose, I was fortunate enough to go on the then senior trip to Algonquin with Charlie Horner, who's the director of Moose Lamoo, and his assistant staff, Gordy Miller. Now, Charlie and Gordy couldn't have been more different from one another. Two very different guys. Charlie was in his 50s, been at Keewaydin for many years, and he was very old school. He was big and gruff, smoked a pipe, wore matching khaki green pants and shirt, had a bucket hat, been director of Moose for a while, and had a very certain way of doing things. You did not want to upset him. Gordy, on the other hand, was from the younger generation, influenced by the 60s and 70s. He was in his mid-20s, had long blonde hair, wore faded ripped jeans and a bandana on his head. He was very hip, laid back, but kind and thoughtful and energetic. He was most definitely new school. And despite how different these two men were, they were both committed to teaching Keewaydin values to me and to my fellow campers. They both had the same goal of instilling in me a sense of adventure and a love of nature. More importantly, Charlie and Gordy were committed to teaching me the importance of resilience, teamwork, compassion, responsibility, and mutual respect. And finally, they taught me in their own different masculine ways how I could be a man and helped me on that path to becoming the man I came to be. So in my young mind, though, back then, I was a bit confused because the two men seemed so different from each other, and they were in some ways. But they were also very similar and committed to the same goal of teaching me universal values behind the narrow definitions of manhood. Despite Charlie's gruffness, I knew he cared about me and my well-being. He wanted me to be a better me and taught me that with a wonderful mixture of support and inspiration and sure, a bit of kick in the pants, old school style. And despite Gordy's chill, sensitive, and kind personality, I knew he was one of the most resilient, determined, and capable individuals that I had ever met. They taught me that being a man was more than the narrow definition I've been given by the world at large, whether it was through movies, TV, or books. And too often, boys, whether it's maybe even through video games as well, we're shown a limited and simplistic idea of what a man is. Physically strong, dominating of others, winning at all costs, combative, treating women as objects, having anger as really the only emotion, being independent of relationships. And a lot of movies have these characters, you know them, the X-Men, Marvel comic heroes, Captain America, the Avengers. Here at Keewaydin, though, I had other heroes. I was shown so many positive and rich examples of what a man could be. My first staffman in Warmog was a skinny, kind of nerdy guy with a funny name who had long hair all the way down his backside. He was smart, though, and funny and kind and sensitive, athletic and caring. He was a big surprise to me. I was like, this is my staffman. He turned out to be awesome. And you know him as Mig. Right? I also remember the tall, serious, deep-voiced Russ McDonald, and he didn't want to disappoint. But you knew he was always kind, always fair, and always willing to listen. I mean, the list could go on. So campers, part of what you've learned this summer, besides how to paddle stern in a canoe, tie a bowline knot, string a tarp, problem solve a snafu with your arts and crafts project, is that there are indeed many ways to be a man. There are many ways to be brave, strong, intelligent, creative, and successful. And your staffmen are that positive, diverse model. I also hope that one of the things that you've noticed about your staffmen is the wonderfully strong relationships they have with other staff. Those friendships are real and happy and loyal. They share their highs, their lows, their riches and poverty, their successes and failures. And those friendships are based on love and respect. Your staff become family with one another. And these friendships stretch beyond the boundaries of Keewaydin, across the country, even the world. I mean, look at Max and me, okay? From America to Russia. And much of the reason why these men are so strong and so caring is because of this magical place called Keewaydin. With all its tradition, Keewaydin is in many ways anti-establishment. It believes and honors that being a man can be many things, and that's okay. It accepts and celebrates the boy or man who is who he is. Keewaydin values are all about acceptance and inclusion as much as helping the other fellow and leaving your campsite better than you found it. In one of the most beloved songs in the Keewaydin songbook, there are lines that resonate with every camper and every staff, and Tim Beelan just played it wonderfully on his bass horn? Baritone horn, thank you. They go like this: boys who lost and boys who won, the games that make of us men. Manhood is not defined by winning, but by the games we participate in. The journey itself, the becoming. Here at Keewaydin, you've played in a lot of games where you've won and you've lost, but most importantly, you've played. You've participated. The winning and the losing, they're small actors in the grander realm of the experience of the doing. Boys, you are playing, you are doing, you are journeying, and in that process, you're becoming many different types of men and following the lead of your staffmen who are with you every step of your Keewaydin adventure. Go forth and be that man you want to be. Thank you very much.